I think the trade, from a standpoint, it's like it's a way to either get off Bradley Beal if they want to attach some picks to that, a way to get off Nurkic if they're going to attach some picks to that, um, or go all in for the Jimmy Butler trade. But they got to get some more draft compensation in order to make this Jimmy Butler deal go through. Especially with the way that they got to jump through loopholes to make things happen with the new CBA that CJ McCollum drafted up. So, yeah, you
But
just
who?
really get.
But who though? That's what I'm saying. Like now, what's the trade? Because does it still work without Bradley Beal being a part of it?
No, you got to have Bradley Beal be a part of it. Otherwise, the money will never work.
But he got a no trade clause. Isn't that the problem?
That's a problem. But, the way they benching him and they basically telling him, you really not a part of the team. He going to waive his clause if they get him to certain teams. Bucks looking to get off Middleton. So they trade Bradley Beal. If he waives his no trade clause, he'll go play with Giannis and Dame. Oh, he may waive for he has a couple teams that he may is okay with waiving it for, I'm sure. So
I wouldn't be mad at that. He's slightly more reliable than Chris Middleton, huh?
I would think so.
But that's too small. Well, hold on, because who would you start? Okay, so you would start. Oh yeah, you could start him, and then you could start Jackson with him. So you could
Mhm.
go Dame, uh, Beal, Jackson, Giannis, and Brook.
Yeah.
But what would you have to trade? It would just be Chris Middleton straight up.
See that I don't know entirely. I'm sure you got to give up
Okay.
Middleton, maybe a couple more pieces, and you know make the money match up and all that. But like I think there's a path for that to get done, and then a 14 probably come in and take Middleton's sorry contract or something. So
My thing is because this is what people always do. They did it with Trey and DeJounte. They did it with Beal and Booker. You're literally doubling down on the same position. Like I get positionless basketball only works with people that is oversized. I guess people don't understand that.
I wasn't too mad about the DeJounte and Trey because I thought of, DeJounte, especially in his prime, as a bigger quote unquote guard that could, be a good defensive player as well. To pair with Trey and he can move to the natural shooting guard position. It
He's
just didn't
not
work
as
out.
he's not a nat. He's small. How big is
Yeah.
Dejounte Murray? 6'4", and Trey is what 6 feet at best, six
Yeah.
one at best. So it's like 6'1" and 6'4". That's not an NBA backcourt. That's why I don't like what's going on in New York with Brunson and I think that's
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart. They
Yeah.
6'4" and 6'1". It's like that just don't work. Bradley Beal and Devin Booker, one is 6'4", one is 6'6". So it's like that's still kind of undersized for the 2 and the 3. Like I'm just in for positional size. That's Bradley Beal
Yeah.
just wasn't a good fit for them, bro. Kevin
No, yeah.
Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker.
It was supposed to work out. Bill, like you said, you talked about it. Bill Simmons mentioned as one of the worst big threes. So it probably finna go down as one of the worst big threes that just didn't work.
How did you feel about that? Do you think that was a true statement?
I thought they barely had even time to really do anything. So how could they? I mean, but yeah, but I guess that's also the point. Like they are a bad big three as far as they've been together. What this is their second season together, and they haven't really done anything. They didn't get past the first round last season, and they came out supposed to be looking good this first half of the season. Now they just not good at all.
Did we even label them a big three? Because I remember we kind of broke the trade. I think we broke that live, if I'm not
Yeah, I think
mistaken.
something like yeah, like
But did we call it a big three? Do you remember? Because I think we
you
was all
see.
kind of like this not go work.
It didn't make the most sense is because they didn't have if it didn't feel like they had everything, like they still needed pieces around them. But as far as scoring power on offense, you would have thought that would have been just hard to guard. And I guess Beal didn't fit in with this system. So it's just been tough for them in that aspect because Bill went from being a 30-point per game scorer to now it's just like
But my thing is, Jimmy Butler solve the problems? In your
That's what.
opinion?
No, I don't. I don't think Jimmy Butler is gonna make them these like this scary contender come playoff time. So I don't. I don't really see the point in them doing all this and being ultra aggressive. I know they're trying to maximize Kevin Durant while they got him, but like
And
I think
bro
at
is
this
still
point
okay.
yeah, they done gave as much help and talent around Kevin Durant as they could have. Maybe you don't make the Bradley Beal trade and you just get good solid pieces around them. That's probably their only misstep. But then bringing in another max star guy like this is just not logical to me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because okay, right now they 21-21, they 10th in the West. But see, I don't hate the roster. I don't hate their roster. You got
No,
Devin
I didn't
Booker,
hate. Yeah,
you got Durant, Beal, Tyus Jones, Nick Richards, Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen, Yusef Nurkic, Ron Dunn, Mason Plumlee, Oso Ugadoro, and then it didn't update. Let me see.
nah,
Update.
they coded. I'm
There you
good.
go.
Some
There you go. Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Tyus, Nick Richards, Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen, Nurkic. It's still the same people. Ron Dunn, Mason Plumlee, Iguodaro, Josh Okogie is not there no more.
nah.
But
It's like
that's a solid eight
that's
guys.
they have guys. You would think, but they hate Nurkic over there. And I mean, Grayson Allen may have a slightly down year compared to what
No,
he had last time, but he's been pretty good for them the most part.
look, this is good. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 45 from the field, 43 from three. Like this team shouldn't be bad, bro.
No,
That's what
they
I'm saying.
shouldn't. It's hard to understand, or like, is the defense that bad?
It's
You
Devin
would
Booker,
think
bro.
they
Stop it. It's Devin Booker. Can we just do it? Can we just say it? It's Devin
say
Booker.
it was Devin Booker, but he stepped up a little bit here recently.
And guess what? They've been winning. You see how that works? A guy that's supposed to be a top 10 player starts playing like a top 10 player, maybe. Like, come on now. Kevin Durant, he's come on, bro. This dude is crazy. This is craziness. 52% from the field, 38% from three. His three to went back is going back up. And Bradley Beal's numbers is not that bad. That's another thing. I thought Bradley Beal is being scapegoated, bro. I think we talked about this, but I think
Yeah,
he was being scapegoated. He was being
yeah.
damn good. It was some games where he was playing better than Booker. I know we can't spend all day on this, but KD, my boy, I used to root for Booker. It's just this team isn't good enough because KD wasn't healthy. He missed that stretch of games when he was killing. So the injuries on him, availability, best ability. And Devin
Yeah.
Booker just wasn't good while Kevin Durant was out. So
Nah.
I don't know. People. Can I look this up? Is there a way to I know there has to be a way. Devin Booker, then we can move on. Devin
Um,
Booker without Kevin Durant 2024 through 25. Devin Booker has averaged 25 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds in 10 games without Kevin Durant. And in that stretch, 42% from the field, 32% from three, without Kevin Durant. He was supposed to step up. What does he average? Because I think we just looked at it. What does he
27
average?
or so.
No, I think he's still 25. Look, yeah, it's still 20. It's 26.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be better. Like, yeah, he's still at 26, 25. It's literally the same. Nah, bro. Worse. He it's the same stat line, but the percentages are worse. Yeah. So Chris,
I've
I don't know,
seen
bro.
I've seen Devin Booker be better. It's not one of his better seasons, but I mean,
So you kind of with me, even if they do add Jimmy Butler, it still is not changing too much.
I don't think they're gonna. No, it doesn't change too much. It's nice to see your front office, going at it and really being aggressive and trying to win for your team and your franchise and all that stuff. But really, I don't think this changes much. I don't think this propels them into contention status. Really, it just makes them maybe a little bit scarier first round team on paper.
So it's like, okay, with Jimmy Butler, what's they ceiling? And then we
second round max.
max.
They not getting past second round, if that. So they'd be happy to get there, and that's
okay. I said
underwhelming
this
for what they've given up and all that stuff. So
okay, I swear it's the last son's question because this has been interesting. So, do you think it's worth doing? And then we can move on for real.
It's cool, give yourself a puncher's chance, I guess. You never know what could happen as far as health, injuries going forward. It's technically still a lot of season left. And the West standings, you can go on a little run and be all the way up to the 4th seed or whatever. So it's worth trying and seeing if the chemistry works with them. But I just don't, Jimmy Butler is a elevator as far as bringing in come playoff time and things like that of teams. I just got to see it, to believe it at this point, because I'm not that big of a fan of the Jimmy Butler move, making them this much better of a team. I still think there'll be problems with the defense, problems with size, big size, things like that. These guys are a little bit older in general, so I think there's still problems, and the Suns will still be a team to be had even with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Matt Ishbia just being thirsty at this point, bro. He just being thirsty.
It's cool to see, your executive, your owner really go after and stuff like that. As a fan, I think I'd like it. I'd be like, cool, yeah, go out and be ultra aggressive, maybe risking our future, and we may suck for a while.
I was just going to say, it's not
suck for a while.
You just said risking the future to be a second round exit?
Yeah, but.
Well, I guess they could always trade Devin Booker.
You can always trade these guys, but
not still, these guys. Devin Booker.
Yeah, you have to trade Devin Booker to Houston or something.
Bro, Kevin Durant is like sand in the hand right now. Like that is constantly just fall. It's going to be a day where you wake up and he's looking like Steph Curry.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.